Hello, welcome to another episode from the HermitCraft server. Wait a minute. That's the most terrible Iskall accent ever. That was an absolutely terrible attempt at Swedish. I won't try it again, although I'm kind of blending into Iskall's body right now, which is fantastic. Although he hasn't noticed yet, and I've been standing here for 5 minutes. This prank isn't working. This troll isn't giving me enough satisfaction. I think I have to unmute to make this actually work. Okay, here we go. Hello! Iskall85 here with another episode from the HermitCraft server. We're making things, and things over here. Oh, wait, you're not supposed to move,
confused.
dude. I'm trying to do an
confused.
F5 intro for Iskall. Why are you moving?
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Man, you scared me, dude. Here I am in Photoshop making a little thumbnail. And, gee, I started looking at Chrome. I was like, did I just start a Rendog video?
Yeah, I tried to do a Swedish accent. It failed.
It was good. But you have a very distinct, manly voice. Yeah.
That's true.
This is something very important.
Okay.
And very ugly, mind you. On purpose. We're gonna have to get up there with using some rockets.
Right. Okay, so already starts with 0 access to get up. Great. Good start.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to have a little bit of base skill.
Yeah.
This is
Ooh.
Mission Possible.
Okay.
And for now, this is in the alpha phase. And the alpha phase means that the alpha testers,
Yep.
as in the neighborhood members, get to play. Would you like to take a mission, Rem?
Sure.
The thing is, though, there are 19 missions in here.
Yeah.
When you get a mission, you cannot opt out. You have to do the mission. It is random, but you have to do the mission.
Okay. I'm going to South Africa in a week. How long does a mission take?
Oh, anywhere from 10 minutes to infinite, but the infinite missions will say so. They will say they have no time limit. They're like something that it's like a side quest for a long time.
Okay.
There's no stress, no pressure. I've tried to make every single mission be something fun and not grindy.
Okay.
You're not gonna have break 10,000 blocks with a stone pickaxe, which I had in season 7.
Okay. Iskall, I accept. Mission possible.
Yay!
And I ding the bell.
Here we go.
Wait.
Good luck.
It's not.
Right.
It doesn't work when you're standing on top of it. This has ruined my theatrical bit. I'm upset now.
It's the resonance in your golden boots. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Server lag?
Bing!
Yeah, server lag.
Oh, that was so cool. Okay, I got mission number 3.
Okay, that's one of the early ones. I can't remember which one that is.
Okay.
Is that the...
Do a good deed for any hermit without them noticing and without taking credit.
There you go. That's a pretty simple one.
That
you
is
can
a
choose
simple
any
one.
hermit.
Yeah.
None of these missions are targeted, by the way. They are not targeted
okay.
to any specific hermit,
Yeah,
so everything always works. But yeah, I mean, you can do whatever, big, large, small, tiny, whatever. But when you're done, you got to return the book here, because they go back into the system when you're done.
I see.
And then you take one of these mission tokens, which are very valuable, as you can see. I mean, shiny. And,
Yeah,
very valuable.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make them nicer, okay? I'm going to make trophies, okay? But for now, this is all I've got.
It's alpha, dude. It's alpha.
It's alpha, exactly.
All right.
We don't have all the resources, the resource pack yet.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it takes time, People got to make these things. You got to give the artist time to design the things and whatnot, Behind the curtain, fourth wall stuff. You need to know all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is actually a great mission. My brain is already going crazy, about what to do with this.
Okay, good. Before you leave, do you have any idea why it looks this ugly?
You ran out of time?
No. It's because there's a mission inside that says improve this build. Now notice it says improve So that can mean anything, and then the mission book goes back into the thing. So over time, this hopefully becomes like a really cool structure that we all chip in on. I think it's a funny social experiment to see, honestly.
Yep.
I think it's going to be cool.
I think it's going to be awesome, dude. Nicely done.
Good luck
Okay,
with
well,
your
I'm going to go do my deed.
Yeah.
And we'll speak to you later. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to HermitCraft Season 10. We're kicking things off bright and early today from the neighborhood, and as you can see, shenanigans are afoot. Yes, indeed. Not a week goes by in this particular part of the server without some sort of nonsense occurring, and this time, once again, the nonsense has occurred in our base. I wonder who was responsible for this. Oh yes, it was Iskall. Yes, he told me. This was one of Iskall's missions from the new mission thing that he just made. Here's our mission for today, which is kind of a good one. Do a good deed for any hermit. So that's nice. I would like to know what Iskall's mission was, because this is not a good deed. This is absolute rubbish, I would say. This is awful. I mean, what was the mission? To ruin Rendog's base with the little hut? I mean, look at this thing. It's not even placed correctly. Do you know how difficult it is to get into this house, everybody? Look at this. There's no staircase, no ladder, no nothing. We gotta, like, try and hit the ender pearl perfectly to get into the stupid house. Oh, I am not happy about this. I think there's only one way to deal with this nonsense, everybody, and that way is called TNT. I mean, look, I'll give it to Iskall. He has basically made a perfect rendition of a cartographer's house over here. Very impressive indeed. But, yeah, it's gotta go. So, sorry, Iskall. Nice work. I guess you passed your mission, but it needs to go. And that was... wow, that TNT did absolutely nothing. They just don't make TNT like they used to, hey friends? My goodness, look at this. That was the most pathetic TNT blast that I've ever seen. But all good. We'll just simply manually clear this away. Guys, welcome to the episode. Great to have you. Today, we're working over there in this little area that I've been threatening to get to over the last couple of weeks. Not sure what happened. The time just ran away from me these last few weeks. My goodness, in between HermitCraft live stream weekends and a whole bunch of other shenanigans going on. The beacon shop over there, spending all that time in the nether making beacons. Completely lost track of our base plans. But I've got very exciting news. I've been fiddling around once again in the GIGACORP schematic drawer. And guess what I found, guys? The schematic for the Terra-M1. Which is a fantastic factory that is offered by GIGACORP, available anywhere in the Gigaverse, although estimated delivery time may vary. And what a fantastic little facility this is, my friends. For any of you heading out to a new exoplanet in the Gigaverse, and you're looking to do some terraformification, the Terra line of factories is exactly what you need. This is a Terra-M, which means it is a mud generator. This factory produces a bunch of mud that you can use to terraform your planets out there. There's other forms of Terra also, which we don't need to get into right now. Maybe we'll make a couple other Terra models at some point in the season. But yes, for now, we're going to be making the Terra-M1, and it's going to go right over there. It's pretty large footprints, and it's going to be a very fun factory indeed, because it is yet again another Redstone monstrosity, a whole bunch of different redstone inspired by different sources, and then with a bunch of Rendog juice splashed all over it to create the ultimate in redstone technology. That's coming up. First and foremost, though, let's deal with this little prank and do our mission for the day so that we can go get our mission token. And then we can start working on the Terra-M1. I mean, you know, it's going to be a good day. Right, my fellow business dogs from all over the world, before we do anything, let us check in on profits at the beacon shop for last week that started on March the 18th. And hopefully, we can make a few more diamonds than we did in our opening week. Although 162 is not exactly shabby. Looking good. Right off the bat, look at this, friends. Huge sales in the very first of the shulker boxes. Although it looks like one of the hermits underpaid by half, which is curious. That's okay, I'm sure they will rectify the problem. Another massive amount of sales in that one. Nothing in the back one. unsurprisingly. And in this one, another few sales, although someone is underpaying. Who is underpaying? I think beacons were only 1 diamond block last season, so obviously somebody thinks that it's still 1 diamond block. That's okay. I'll figure out who it is and go and tax them. That is way more diamonds than we made last time, guys. That is what, 128, 256, 279, 279 bacons. Well, diamonds made out of bacons. I'm so excited I can't even talk. That's a massive amount of diamonds. Look at this. That's amazing. Okay, that gets us our second Azuma Void trophy, which is very exciting. And I think to do that, we've got to mail Azuma 10 diamonds for the second trophy, I believe. Oh, that means we get to use the mail system. Nice. Dear Mr. Shishwami Zuma, I am pleased to announce that Beacons has now surpassed 250 diamonds in profit. Please send trophy at your earliest convenience. Kindest regards, Sir Reign of the Dog the 7th. Nice. That is a decent message, I would say, everybody. Whoops, this is an older message that I may have received from Jem. We got to put the diamonds in for X, right, and the book. There we go. That's what we're posting. The stamp goes in there. I think I've got this correct. There we go. Stamp goes in there. We hit the button, and the mail gets sent. And trophy should be on its way within the, 7 working days. I don't know how long the post office takes. That's amazing. Also, we have mail, which is exciting. Although it's not that exciting because it's just new stamps. Free stamps for new mailboxes that have been activated. But that's fantastic. The more hermits we have available to us to mail, the better. Because soon we got to send out some spam mail for the beacon shop when the sales start to run dry at some point. But nice! 250 diamond trophy on the way! Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so pleased by the amount of diamonds that we made from the beacon shop this week. It just makes me want to splash out and do a little bit of shopping, which we're going to do now in this episode, because shopping is fun. I love it so much. Also, look at this. A whole bunch of new shops have arrived. This is a very cool ensemble that I believe is the work of the wondrous Ijevin. It is an Elytra store. And you know what? You can never have too many of these bad boys. So first things first, I'm going to pick myself up a spare Elytra as our first purchase for the day. Most excellent. I've got my eyes on this particular shop. It is so awesome. This is Stress Monster's neon shop. How cool is this thing? What an epic design. I absolutely love it. And I do believe this is an end rod shop, which makes me extremely happy because end rods are a massive part of the GIGACORP build palette. And I want a lot of these. So a diamond for 16, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 diamonds. That's going to be enough end rods to hold us out for a while. Very, very cool. So happy about that. I'm very glad that we've got end rods for sale now. Bones, I love it. However, I've got infinite bones from the Wither Skeleton farm, so no need for that. But there is a shop over here that has also caught my mind. It is, or caught my eye, should I say. It is the Wonderful Gems Moss shop. And clay shop too, which is interesting because we sell pots and sherds, which is great. But we haven't set that shop up yet, so the hermits have access to clay for those, which is great. But look at this, moss, which is exciting. 1 block for 64, and we use a lot of moss on the custom roads in our builds, so I want to pick up at least 9 moss blocks from there. Very nice. As always, we've got to go pick up the milk and the bread, which on this server is a bunch of rockets. I think another rocket box for the week will be just perfect. I find that I burn about a box of rockets a week, which is actually amazing. So thank you, Iskal, for another box of rockets. Just spotted a new quartz shop that has popped up, guys. And, well, our base block for the GIGACORP build palette is quartz blocks. I mean, we need literally tens of thousands of these things, so I'm going to be yoinking some of these. 3 diamonds per stack, that is a very good price if you ask me. These blocks are incredibly annoying to farm or to go get from the nether, so I will be yoinking at least 9 stacks of that. This is going to be exactly what we need to make the Terra-M1 in this episode, so that is absolutely brilliant news. Oh, one more purchase to make before we head back out into the wild. These delicious steaks from the Food Mart. Absolutely awesome. They were really delicious last week. I was very pleased to munch on them for the entire week, so I shall get another stack of 5 delicious steaks to go. And I don't know what's going on in the server right now, but there is absolute chaos happening in the end. Looks like a whole bunch of hermits getting up to all sorts of nonsense. Also, let's not forget to stock up on some of the essentials, including some verdant frog lights, all the different variations of GIGACORP glass, of course, bit of white concrete because we're going to need that today, and of course our favorite block, packed mud, which is definitely consuming the majority of my profits every week, but totally worth it. Stress, you're the best. And of course, no shopping trip is complete without a visit to Corralis's bee shop, mostly for the vibes, because the vibes in here are just immaculate. But also, I actually need some of the bee stuff, the waxes and the candles and whatnot. So thanks, Corralis. Your bee shop has lured me in because of its awesomeness and because I need some bee stuff, but mostly because the shop is freaking awesome. Good morning, everyone. It's the next day in real life, and I've logged onto the server bright and early today to try get ahead of Joel, but he just logged on, which is unfortunate because my plan for today was to sneak into his base and, well, to do my good deed so that I can complete Iskal's mission. Yes, we need to do a good deed and not be discovered for it, or at least not get acknowledgement for the good deed. And the good deed that I want to do is giving Joel a present. One of our newest members on the server, and honestly, one of my top 3 favorite bases so far in the season. It is just absolutely magnificent. The textures, the colors, the proportions. Joel is a master builder. I mean, look at this. It is glorious. And I kind of want to, show my appreciation for this incredible Minecrafter over here with the little gift box called the Smallish-ish gift box. And I just spent the last half an hour or so curating some stuff for the Joel. And I thought I would give him a gift that is pretty much covering all the bases. So we have some utility here with rockets, ender chests, a spare elytra, some potions, and of course a beacon, because, we sell beacons. And, because Joel is primarily a builder, I've included a bunch of really useful building blocks here, some light sources and whatnot, and just some general stuff that's helpful in Minecraft, a whole bunch of fuel, a whole bunch of bone meal, and a whole bunch of emeralds for trading. I mean, it's not the most insane gift box ever, but I think that is a pretty decent way to say, yo, Joel, very glad to have you on the server, good sir. Although this is an anonymous good deed, and Joel's not supposed to know that this has come from us, so don't say anything. Okay, everybody? This is a secret. A secret gift. A secret good deed. Does a gift count as a good deed? Let's see if we can sneak in here without being discovered. Oh, he's right there. Dang it. He's right at his base. Ooh, I just had a much better idea, guys. Let's make this a covert gift. One that will take Joel a while to discover. I was thinking, let's pop it on top of his roof here. And I don't know, he might find it tomorrow. He might find it next week. He might never find it. He's going to have to be flying above here and looking down to see the gift on top of the roof. But I've got my microphone muted. And as long as we stay very, very still and don't move around too much, we should be okay. There he is, in his base right now. Looks like he's doing some work, looking for some blocks and stuff. We are shifted, name tag invisible. Let's pop the gift right over here, I think. That's a nice symmetrical place to put it. There we go. Did he hear that? He shifted. That's not good. Okay, I think it's fine. Either that or he's disappeared somewhere. He's still logged in. I think he's holding shift or something. Okay, the sign will just say, just because. Like this. Something like this. And I've got some other juice. I'm going to make it pink just to throw him off the scent a little bit. I wouldn't exactly call myself a sort of pink person, So, although my belt buckle is pink. So, maybe this is quite obvious. Anyway, that's the gift. But my mission is complete. Let's go get our mission token. Nice. Looks like we got away with it, my peoples. I think Joel went mining just as we were placing the gift. So yeah, it's up there waiting to be discovered. And that is our good deed done. Not only for the mission, but for the week, I would say. Feeling pretty good. And we shall yoink ourselves a mission token and call that one done and dusted. Welcome back, my peoples, from all over the Gigaverse to the Terra-M1, delivered by GIGACORP at approximately 17 minutes past midnight last night. And unfortunately, it was delivered in bits and pieces. As you can see, I've not yet managed to put the whole thing together. But last night, I did some great work getting the mud factory to this position over here. And yeah, as you saw in the beautiful time lapse I threw together for you guys, it's a mud machine, it's a mud maker, and the reason we need this thing, of course, is because we are going to be doing a bunch of more terraforming using packed mud, and I want to have a machine that can make us a ridiculous amount of packed mud, and this is it. Now, I wish I could say that I designed this redstone myself, but this particular machine is in fact inspired by a YouTube channel called Minecraft. Link in the description box below to the tutorial for this mud making machine. It is absolutely perfect for what I wanted to do out here, and I did add a few of my own tweaks, like a few sound systems and so on, but for the most part, Minecraft's design is what we're using here, and I have incorporated it into what is going to become a really awesome GIGACORP-inspired factory, and, you know, this is kind of how I like doing redstone. I'm not good enough to make it myself or to come up with the designs myself, but if I find a design that I think is going to work well with the aesthetic plan that I have, I will use that design, adapt it, tweak it here and there to ram it into my own Redstone project, and well, this is what you get. Now, the way that this mud maker works is quite genius, quite simple, and just the kind of redstone that I like. It starts over here, where we are going to be AFKing dirt blocks into this position here. And as soon as we place our next dirt block over this torch, we will trigger the entire system. And essentially what happens is that this piston over here will push the column of dirt forward. And as it's going forward, we can hold down right click to place another block of dirt. And each time we place a block of dirt, that piston is going to push the dirt past a dispenser. Now, that dispenser is loaded with water bottles in this position here. So every time a dirt block comes in front of this dispenser, it gets turned into mud. And of course, that is being recharged by a little loop over here, a very ingenious little design. We have a dispenser down here with empty glass bottles, and the dispenser that turns the dirt into mud actually has a hopper that will send its used bottle into this dispenser. This dispenser then makes another bottle of water, which comes up this water source over here back into this hopper, and this hopper will then feed that water bottle back into this dispenser to continue the making of mud. Now, it gets even more awesome because as the mud goes across the machine like this, when it gets to this position here, it will actually change the state of this fence block over here, or this wall, should I say, and that triggers this little observer, which will then push the layer of mud upwards, and we have the same thing at the very top here. As these layers of mud get to this wall here, that will change the wall's state, which will trigger this observer, which then triggers this wall of pistons to push the mud forward. And, well, this mud's going to get pushed all the way out to this position here, and under here we have another observer that as the mud crosses this barrier, will in fact send a warning alarm, which you just heard there, that ding, ding, ding. That's the warning that we have maxed out the mud. And of course, we also have a system here where we can place a shulker box over here to feed the system, or dump a bunch of dirt into this chest. And there is a dropper here, which will just feed us constantly as we use our mud machine. And all we have to do is stand here like this and hold right click down. And there it goes. The mud gets made. It gets pushed into columns along the horizontal and then pushed up the columns along the vertical. And it's kind of cool. You can see it being made here. And then up we go. You know what's crazy about making Minecraft videos for YouTube, guys? Every single time, without fail, that you are trying to create or explain some sort of complex redstone machine, like this, for example, the game will spawn something around you like a wandering trader, or something will break, or you'll get struck by lightning, or a creeper will explode. At this point in my career, I have just given up on, trying to re-record segments that go wrong. From now on, if a segment goes wrong, I'm just going to push my way through it. Because honestly, even if I did re-record this entire segment, something else would have happened to break everything, and I would then have to re-record, and 3 hours later, I would take forever to make this whole thing. I must say, there's something strangely satisfying about this particular AFK farm, guys. I'm not usually a fan of AFK farms, but I don't know. I think it's the llama in the water bottle recharge unit. That's really tied the whole room together. But yeah, I just love the way that how it's all timed so perfectly. As you place the dirt block, you receive another bit of dirt behind you so that you can keep placing it. And it's all, the timing of it is all just so perfect. Every time you make a new row of mud, it goes up and then gets pushed across. It's all just very satisfying. And well, that is a full brick of mud, I believe. I think we could probably make one more row over here, but we are spilling a little bit of water and stuff, but I don't know what's happened there. I think that might be because of the stupid llama. The llama's getting in the way of water bottles going into the hopper and is messing stuff up, which is, yeah, extremely annoying. Anyway, I am very interested to see exactly how much mud we get from a single harvest. That took about 5 minutes to make this entire brick, so if we harvest this entire thing, and remember that there is one also that was not turned into mud at the very beginning. Let's see. In my last test, we got approximately 8.5 stacks of mud, which is just great. And yeah, when you use an efficiency 5 shovel like this, you can very easily clean up the mud very quickly. And it's quite satisfying. I feel like a real worker at a factory. I'm putting together, I'm doing all of my different jobs, I'm at the workstation, I'm using the machinery, then I'm going to collect all the resources that the machinery has generated. It feels like I'm on an oil rig or something. This is awesome. Anyway, there we go. That is pretty much all of the mud from that particular harvest, and that is going to give us approximately, looks like pretty much the same amount as the last time I tested this, although last time I think I might have made a few more stacks, or at least a few more rows. And yeah, this is about there's about 6.5 stacks per brick of mud. And it takes about 5 minutes or so to make a brick of mud. So 5 minutes for 6.5 stacks, a little under a minute a stack, I think is pretty good. I mean, that's kind of like around a second a block, which, not bad. I mean, not as fast as if you just go to a mangrove biome and hoover up all of the mud, but once this factory is created and looking sweet, it's going to be absolutely sweet. I have to make all of these things work properly, also get the timing of those correct and whatnot. Install another door also. I'd like to get another one of those Giga Hut doors installed over here, get some smoke billowing out of this thing. It's going to be absolutely awesome. And I got to say, I had a lot of fun putting this redstone together this week. And shout out to Jack again for his really cool mud design. And very happy that I've managed to find a way to incorporate that into my own little bit of GigaCorpness. And it's looking so awesome. Can't wait to finish this thing with you guys in the next episode. But for now, that's going to do it. We're going to sign off here. I need to edit this thing. By the way, guys, I'm heading to South Africa next week to go and be with my family for my dad's birthday. So I'm going to be off the server for a couple of weeks. Going to try to do some pre-recording for you guys so that there's some videos for you guys to watch while I'm away. But yes, I do need to make sure that I get these videos out before the next, before the weekend, basically, because I've got a lot of pre-recording and editing to do. So that's it for this episode. We will see you in the next one. We will finish the Terra M1 next time, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Rendog signing out, and we'll smell you all in the next episode.